Welcome all my air signs to your weekly energy update. And this is going to be for the week of January 23rd to January 30th. But of course, these are timeless as well. So if you come across these outside of that time frame, I would still trust your intuition and watch or listen to the video, because I'm sure there is a message for you. So this is for all you air signs, regardless of where this appears in your chart. So if you're a Gemini, a Libra, or Aquarius, then this reading is for you. So it can be your sun sign, your moon sign, your Venus sign, your Saturn sign, wherever, whatever resonates for you, right? So I'm going to start off by pulling a card here from this Empowering Questions deck. And we're just going to see what question the Creator wants to bring to your awareness for this week. And no, don't worry, you're not getting all those. Okay, what would you like? Okay, there it is. The magic question for the week for you. What does happiness mean to me? So what does happiness mean to you? How are you defining happiness? Is there expectations around it? Is there something that has to happen in order for you to be happy? And what is that? What are the things that have to be existing in your life or other people's lives or the world or wherever? What needs to exist in order for you to be happy? And is it possible for you to be happy for no reason at all, and then no one can take that away? No one can take away your happiness? Let's find out. We're also going to pull cards here, tarot cards from the Rider-Waite deck, and just see what else the Creator wants you to know around your happiness meaning. All right, so for our air signs, what else? Okay, what else do you want them to know? Oh my goodness, okay. All right, so any others? I feel like there was, yeah. Just these last two here. So we're going to start off here with the Six of Cups. And cups are your emotions, so that's where happiness would be living within your emotions. And the Six of Cups is called the nostalgia card, because you'll see it's all about reflecting back kind of into our childhood and our older memories. And so this is all about our older memories. And you can look back on your happy moments and ask yourself, why was I happy? What condition was being met where I was choosing happiness at that point? And then you can look back and go, what are some memories and emotions when I was not feeling happy? And why wasn't I? What condition wasn't met? That was where I was not choosing happiness. Because in this looking back over how you felt is really going to help you understand what conditions you are holding around your happiness. And I'm sure these will probably tell us more here. Yeah, you have the Page of Pentacles. Pentacles is the outside world. Pages are youngins too. But this is all about the outside world and their messengers as well. And so this normally is about new opportunities, new things opening up for you in the outside world where you didn't see them before. And I really like that, because what this kind of is gearing me toward is, if you have this narrow, like, in order for me to be happy, everything has to fit in this thing here. This is all my expectations and conditions for happiness. But that also narrows your ability to not, and to be happy. Okay, let me say it this way. It means that if you can only be happy in here, you're not going to be able to be happy in everything outside of that, right? And so with this awareness around these conditions that you realize you've created, as you start to question those, you can start to release them. And as you go, like, why do I need that in order to be happy? Can I not be happy for no reason at all? Can I just choose to be happy regardless of what's going on in the outside circumstances. One of the biggest ahas in my life was when I read a book, and I can't remember what it was. I have to go look it up, because they were saying that if the situation and circumstances determined the emotion we had to feel, then everyone that went through the same situation would always feel the same. But because different people feel differently when they go through the same situation or same type of situation, then that means that it's not the circumstances that determine that, but the person going through it that gets to determine that. And it's very empowering, because when we realize that we're the ones that get to choose what story we apply to any situation, we're the ones that get to choose what emotion we feel through any situation. Yeah, at first it's a little disturbing, because we're like, what? What do you mean? You mean all my emotions were my fault? And it's like, well, there's no fault, because none of the emotions were wrong, but the emotions you felt were the ones you chose. And if the big thing about it, though, is that you are empowered to choose differently if you so choose to do so, right? Yeah, because here's the Queen of Swords. So swords are it's the air energy, it's thoughts, beliefs, it's your attitudes, your mindsets, your expectations. So all the beliefs about happiness, also they're in our mind, right? That's where we have all those conditions that are being stored. Well, she wields this Ace of Swords, and she also has her hand extended and opened, which shows that she, with this Ace of Swords, has the ability to connect to higher truths. A higher truth maybe being that I can be happy for no reason at all. And it also gives the ability to slice away and cut away those thoughts and those beliefs that no longer serve you, those thoughts and beliefs that were limiting your happiness. So she brings in this beautiful balance between heart and mind, because she is air and mind, but all the queens in the minor arcana also bring in water energy, and which is the emotion. So she is talking about balancing your heart and your mind. But the big thing really has to do with this cutting away of these thoughts and these beliefs about what it is to be happy, what needs to happen in order to be happy. And so there's this awareness that's coming through this. Yeah, then you have the King of Cups. Cups are your emotions, as we've talked about, and the King is the ruler of those emotions. So this is reiterating that you are the one that gets to rule over your emotions. You're the one that gets to decide. So the Queen gets to decide what story you apply to any situation. The King decides what emotion that you're going to feel in any situation as well. So I love that they came out to tell you that. Yep, and here's the Death and Rebirth. So this is about letting go. You know, pages are this newness and this new birth too. The Death card is definitely, with this, is, you know, the cutting away, the ending of old ways of thinking, and the beginning of new ways of thinking, old ways of feeling to new ways of feeling, letting old ways of being go so that you could have new ways of being go. And so I love that this is coming in here for you, because this is showing you that you hold the ability to end things and begin things anew. Then you have the Eight of Wands. Wands is the fire energy, and it's your drive, your ambition, your aha inspiration. And what's great about this is, one, it represents fast movement, that things can happen very fast this week. I mean, you can make a decision and go, you know what? Just that aha of, I can be happy for no reason at all. Whenever you start to feel unhappy, you're like, nope, I'm not choosing to be unhappy. I'm going to choose to be happy. I'm going to show and flex my power of choice. It also represents spiritual energy. And this is also represents getting messages from the Spirit. What is great about that is that our natural state is happiness. We are being supernatural, powerful spirit beings made of unconditional love. And so the frequency at which our spirit and the spiritual realm communicates is of unconditional love and joy and peace and happiness and, what's in laughter too, of course. And so realizing that you can choose to be in the state of happiness allows you to connect where you can really hear from the spiritual world, because you're at their frequency and you can be like, oh my gosh, I've been wanting to talk to you guys forever. Whether that's the Creator or Holy Spirit, or your guardian angels and angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones who may have already gone to the other side already, or your ancestors, or whatever beings of unconditional love and light you believe in, you can hear and communicate and get messages from them with tuning in to your inner happiness. So that is wonderful. Yep, and the Five of Swords here. So Five of Swords, again, swords are about your mind, right, and your expectations. But fives are very transformational, like this death card is representing this change of thought in the old ways of thinking. He's holding swords and he's got everyone else's swords and they're leaving because you beat them and their butt hurt. And it's kind of like you were so good at proving that your small t truths of what happiness is supposed to be was more truer than their small t truths, and they are like, fine, you win, but we're walking away. So you won the battle, but you lost the war. And so this is this transformation that you're like, what? Everyone can believe what they want to believe, but the biggest thing is that I hold the sword. This is like one of the swords you're holding here. This is the Ace of Swords here that she's wielding. You get to hold on to that, and you get to cut away your small t truths that no longer serve you. But that doesn't mean that you have to go prove that everyone else's beliefs, whether they line up with yours or not, are true or not, because you are focusing in on your inner happiness. You can't control anyone else's. Everyone else has their own power of choice to be happy or not. And it's not wrong. We come here to experience what sadness might feel like in order to more fully understand what happiness is. And in understanding and experiencing sadness, we understand the depths of what happiness is by experiencing its opposite. But with this coming in this week for you, it's like, okay, you're kind of tired of feeling sad, so you're ready for this movement and for this change. You're ready to go back and look at some of these old emotions and old experiences and memories you have and go, what? I could have chosen differently. And knowing that, I can choose differently in this moment and future moments too. It's very empowering when you realize that you can choose to be happy for no reason at all, because then no matter what comes your way in the future, it doesn't matter. You can always choose to be happy about it. And sometimes people will think you're crazy. I know some people probably think I am when, they're like, oh, this happened. I'm like, oh, that's great. Life happens for you. So there's something that's going to be, if something's ending, there's going to be a new beginning in something. So look at it, we can be happy about it. And they're like, what do you mean? We're not supposed to be happy about losing our job. I'm like, you complained every day about that job for an entire year to me, and now you're out of it and you're sad about it. You can be happy now. Now you can go choose something else. You didn't want to get out of that toxic relationship. You complained about your partner for how many years? Now they want a divorce. It's like, yes, great. This is happiness. You're finally going to be able to be happy now. You could have been happy then, but now you can still choose to be happy. It's all this beautiful. It's the silver lining that's in everything. And that's our power of choice, our power to be happy for no freaking reason at all. So I love this. I'm going to leave the reading there. I don't have anything else to add. And I want to let you know, in addition to these readings, I also do monthly readings for each zodiac sign, new moon, full moon readings, and a variety of others. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and get notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a like and then click the subscribe button, and then also the notification bell. That'll allow you to change your setting to be notified immediately when the videos come out. Also, doing all those things really makes the YouTube algorithm so happy, and that's one way to help share the love. Doing any of those things, because then the YouTube algorithm will share these videos as recommended videos with other people. If you want to do any of those, of course, I definitely thank you so very much for that, but there's never any pressure to do so either. So all of my air signs, just know as you're going throughout each and every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. And until then, you take care.